Two big stories from college football week 0. Number one, Caleb Williams continues to look like the Heisman candidate. Continues to look like the Heisman favorite, essentially. Caleb Williams threw for 278 yards this past Saturday. The USC offense scored 56 points over San Jose State, who scored a mere 28. And I say a mere sort of sarcastically. The thing about this is, like, they had a rusher. I don't like. I don't know if that's not them. Quali Conley. He plays for USC, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. I'm wrong. San Jose State had a rusher by the name of Quali Conley who rushed for over 108 yards on just 6 carries. Or not over 108 yards, exactly 108 yards. And, the thing about it is, USC just seems to not be able to have a defense, which is really the main concern I'd have for them as a national championship team. Because if San Jose State is able to put 28 up on you, you're gonna have to tighten some things up as the season goes. But the other big story is that Navy, and rather Notre Dame, decided to destroy our beloved Navy. Our beloved Navy in a foreign country. They took our beloved Navy and they trampled them on national television. On NBC. They went and they scored 42-3. Sam Hartman threw for 251 yards. My goodness. I mean, it was like the game was over by the first quarter. This is a broader point that I have about college football week 0, whatever they're going to call it. This is nonsense. Okay, this is nonsense. You had 2 ranked teams, 2 top 25 teams playing. They were not playing each other. Because why would they do that? Why would you want to put a good game on during the weekend when there's literally no competition from the NFL and everybody is dying for football? Why would you want to do that? Instead, of course, what we need is Ohio at San Diego State. That is what the people are asking for. And no, not that school in the Big Ten. I'm talking the Bobcats, University of Ohio. And you also got such memorable matchups as Hawaii at Vanderbilt, in which Hawaii actually sort of came close. Actually, it was 35-28, Vanderbilt on top, but surprisingly close, which is concerning if you're a Vanderbilt fan. All like 13 of you. I really I would love to talk a little bit more about some of these matchups, but to be perfectly honest with you, not only did I not care, these are teams that are nothing. I mean, UMass at New Mexico State. UTEP at Jacksonville State. I think there were 30 people at that game. Jacksonville State put 17-14. Wow. What a real nail biter of a game. I guess that one was at least within 3. The other games, yeah, they were close, but at what cost? At what moral cost were they close? We had this garbage on week 0. You have no competition, NCAA or college football. I don't know who runs it. I don't know who does the scheduling. Colleges, conferences. You have 0 competition from the NFL. You have an entire. I mean, either way, you're on Saturday, so you don't have to worry about that for the most part. But you're really not competing with baseball. Okay, baseball is not going to draw away eyes from football on a Saturday afternoon, unless you're playing this kind of crap. In which case, maybe somebody would turn on the baseball game because it might be more interesting. It's just a problem that I have with college football in general is just, for one, the only other matchup that I wanted to watch was the USC San Jose State game. Actually, no, can't watch it. It's on the Pac-12 network, which will no longer exist because the Pac-12 no longer exists after next year. Brilliant. Lou, your response.
Well, I don't get bring the income.
Thank you, Lou. That's what I was about to say. And it doesn't exactly get much better. We'll get to this near the end when we actually preview the first week of college football. But my goodness, I don't know what it is about college football where it's like it starts before the NFL. Like they're a week ahead of the NFL, right? But for whatever reason, they just insist upon these out of conference awful matchups where it is just a blowout. It is just bring this school in, they'll get a bunch of money, and we're going to kick their ass on national television. Like, it's just silly. It just doesn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't enforce some sort of competitive, I don't know, like force them to play competitive teams. I mean, it's ridiculous to me that USC, who is number 6 in the country according to AP, the number 6 ranked team in the nation, they are playing San Jose State, who, granted, had a pretty close game at the first half. Granted. But still, they didn't win. They got blown out 56-28. That's not a game, okay? That is a, let Caleb Williams warm up, and then he'll start to go off in the second half. Or Notre Dame, number 13 ranked team in the country. They're going to play our armed service members. They're going to play the Navy and put up 42. It's just like, why? Why do we do this? Why? Like, I know that USC Notre Dame, I believe, is either next week or the week after. Why not have that game as week 0? I'm not saying you can't put these other games on TV, but what am I supposed to do with this? This is not interesting football. A lot of these guys, maybe they end up in the draft. I don't know. I mean, hey, Jacksonville State, they go James Houston for the Lions. He went to Jacksonville State, I think he did. Isn't that where that's where what's his name? Showtime. Showtime? Is that his name? Deion Sanders. Is that his nickname? Showtime? I don't know if that's his nickname. That sounds wrong. I don't know. We're going to run with it. But yeah, so week 0 of college football was a giant waste of everybody's time. And yet we all watched, at least we had it on. I had it on. I had the YouTube TV multi-view setting. It was admittedly kind of cool. Although the problem that I have with it, and I heard this on another sports show, like that I'm glad I wasn't the only one. You can't select the specific games that you want to watch, which is strange to me because that seems to me to be the only reason I'd really want multi-view is if I could choose specifically the games I want to watch. Like, for the most part, it was pretty good. Like, they had a sports one, though, where it was like they'd included, like, the baseball game on FS1 or on Fox. I was like, why? I don't care about this. I just put football on. And then, like, for the football, it was like, oh, no, we'll give you these games. We won't give you the other game. We don't know what to do with that. So, yeah. Hopefully, maybe they'll update YouTube TV at some point so you can select the specific games you want to watch. But I'm not sure if I don't even know how it, like, I don't know how the technology itself works. But I don't know. That's just a small thing that I hope they get fixed up. But it'll certainly be interesting once college football actually gets started. And you'll be able to have the multi-view. I wonder how, because we usually do tailgates, because I live around the East Lansing area, and I wonder if the tailgates are going to, because it's a little difficult already given the internet situation. And I don't know if that's going to be more bandwidth. I'm imagining it would, but maybe I'm totally wrong here. But it's enough about these terrible college football games. Hey there, what you just watched was actually a clip from a larger show that we do every Tuesday night. What are you doing Tuesday night? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button so that you don't miss out on any more of our weekly shows every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there.